MVP right now, would you say he's an MVP candidate? Saquon Barkley.
I would say he's the MVP.
You would say he's the MVP. Okay.
Yeah, I hate that the MVP has become this quarterback award. Like, let's just do a
I mean, it's
separate
always
award.
really been like that. Like the
Nah, I
last
think it's
40
gotten
years, yeah.
worse. I think it's gotten worse. I think last year they really fucked up. I think last year giving it to Lamar when he had pedestrian stats, like no, Tyreek Hill or Christian McCaffrey definitely should have got the MVP last year. Just like this year, Barkley or even Henry should get it. Is it gonna
Hmm.
happen? I don't know. You telling me they have to break a 50-year-old all-time record to get MVP for one season? When Lamar Jackson, he did what last year? He
But
beat a bunch of good
hey,
teams, and
remember,
that's all he
LJ does it
did. He
on the
beat a
ground
bunch
though.
of good teams. It's a team sport. So why is he getting awarded for that? They killed the MVP award. They whitewashed it like crazy.
Okay. So I just want to talk this out with you, right? Because I think I've made a case for and against Barkley winning MVP. Right now through 12 games, you're gonna love this because it's a lot of stats. Through 12 games, Barkley has 1499 and 11 touchdowns. That's really good, right? That's he's the best in the league right now.
14.99 already?
1499, 11 touchdowns. In the air,
Oh my
he has
God.
267 and two touchdowns. So combining that, he has 1766 all-purpose yards plus 13 touchdowns, right? That's really good, right? That's
That's already
awesome.
an all-pro season right there.
That's awesome. Yes, yes. So taking those stats and or taking those averages and making them finish the season, right? Through 17 games. It ends 22-30 all-purpose yards and 18 touchdowns. I mean, an all-time season by Barkley from the running back, from just the running back position, right? There's some other players, and I really love this list doing the research on this because a lot of these players are when we grew up. These are our guys. CJ2K did it in '06. You remember that. 2,500 yards, 16 touchdowns.
Most all-time scrimmage yards in a
No,
season.
no MVP. He didn't win MVP.
But the
That's a
team,
bet.
hold on, but the team was ass.
The team was asked, yes.
Yes.
Marshall Faulk did it in '99 with 2,100, 21 touchdowns.
Damn.
What is it? The
Kurt Warner and them boys.
Kurt Warner, Isaac
The greatest
Bruce,
show on turf.
greatest show on turf. LT, shout out LT,
Did he win? Wait,
2,300
wait, wait.
third
Did I?
LT 2006, 2,300 yards, 31 touchdowns.
He won.
Right.
Yes. But he did set a record. 30 he had he still has the all-time rushing touchdown record.
Yeah, that was crazy. You remember
I'm
that.
so glad we got to live that. I saw everything. Thank you, LT.
Priest Holmes in '03, Jamal Charles in '06.
They didn't get the MVPs though.
No. Barry Sanders in '97. And the last non-quarterback MVP, AP in 2012. He had 2,300 yards and 13 touchdowns. They went
Yeah,
10 and
he's
6.
no, he single-handedly carried that team.
They went 10 and 6.
My thing is,
Do you compare any of that to what he's doing right now in Saquon?
for sure.
Because if he ends with those stats, I think he has a great argument. And his team is, say they continue on what they're
It's
doing,
the
a
team
top four
thing. So
team.
let's say they're the one or second best seed in the NFC. That's huge. They're not going to
Yeah,
get the MVP to a scrub team. We know that. So they got to be a one or two seed, and you have to look at the impact.
for sure.
So you have to look at before and after Saquon. Completely different team, completely different identity, completely different results. That is what makes him the MVP. The impact, the team success, and then obviously the personal stuff.
So if he can, to me, I think the opposite of what you think with the MVP when it comes to MVP. I think it's either Lamar or Josh Allen right now because of the turnovers are so low, the just being so effective, and they do it on the ground. They do it on the ground. Lamar really does it on the ground. Pause. But to me,
Yeah,
it's
but they're
either
not having great
no, not
seasons,
a,
not
not
even
as
by their own standards.
yeah, they are. They are. It's the ground game that makes them so different. You can run and pass and score touchdowns in
But
both
even the ground,
both avenues.
they're not getting close to breaking no records
It's not
on
about breaking
ground.
records though. It's about
But
how valuable are to your team, and you're a top three team, two team in the league. That's exactly what the award should be. Now, having said that, if Barkley gets to those numbers that his averages, the 2,200, 18 touchdowns, he definitely should win. He definitely should win it.
okay, most valuable player. Yeah, if we take it like in a literal sense, you're right. But if we take it in a literal sense, it's always going to be a quarterback because that's the most important position.
But the problem, well, not the
So like,
problem,
I think the MVP, my personal opinion, the MVP should be best season. The person with the best season. I don't know how you call that. I don't necessarily would say most valuable, but that's how I would reward it.
but I mean, he's gonna win Offensive NFC Player of the Year. He's gonna win that. That's a lock.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's a lock in the NFC for sure.
For
So
sure.
if Barkley could finish out the season as he's playing right now, because I would say right now it's either Josh Allen or Lamar. But if he could finish with these numbers, I
Josh
think
Allen
he should do it. He should do it.
Josh Allen or Barkley. Don't do that Lamar talk anymore. They're
No,
eight and
Lamar on the ground. It, bro,
they're 8-5. They're 8-5. Can't do that.
he yeah, I love Lamar. I don't
They're
care.
8-5. Can't do that.
I mean, I don't care.
Can't be MVP. Can't be a MVP with 8-5. You know
Because
that.
it's like, bro, it's the same thing with Hurts, right? Everybody looks at his passing stats. When you look at his rushing stats, he's had over 10 touchdowns on the ground every year.
Right.
That's such a weapon.
That goes underrated for people like Lamar and Hurts for sure.